So my goal this year is to try and get more of this junk running, and even to attempt to use it. Because for the most part it just sits between work and all the other junk in my life. But here's some of the crap we have. This one's getting sent off. Original bore FL 400 cylinder, but unfortunately a ring went bad. Yeah, you can believe me. The ring ate up the exhaust port, so it's gonna go off and get repaired. Probably just gonna skip all the bores and go straight to CW Racing's like 440 engine in it. Go from a standard bore to board completely out in one shot. This is the CR500 that I had him put together for me. I haven't installed it in anything yet. That's somewhere down the road. Now this I have to send off to another friend in Canada. That would be CO. To have him modify it for me. I just have to get around to actually doing it. In this box is a whole bunch of parts I had chromed. My neighbor still lives in the same neighborhood. Traded him some stuff for chrome work and polish work, but there's silencers, the steering wheel, control arms. Like a lot of control arms. Bushings, tie rods. So that's all for this blue and yellow buggy that I'll show here pretty quick. This is just miscellaneous parts that are going on some of the other ones. This is the engine and the carb and the air filter and the pipe that I picked up from Dennis Shaw. Great guy, super helpful. This is my 98 Triple E. I guess I could lift the top, but it's all right. It's done and runs. That's the good news. Here's the latest buy, is this one, which is pretty cool. It's the sister car to this blue and yellow one over here. That one was actually raced. I'm pretty sure this was the first car ever made, and the blue and yellow one was, because there's revisions on it or updates on it that aren't on this car. But they're longer than the stadium cars. It's all in this distance from here to here in the desert car, because if you look on the stadium car, that distance is rather narrow. These cars are 7 inches longer. Same control arms, same shocks, obviously different valving, same rear frame setup. These do come with larger tanks. The stadium car only had like a 2-gallon tank. I believe this one is about 8. That car over there has a different tank, which makes it almost 10 gallons. Here is my Pilot, which hasn't gone anywhere in a while, typical. There's the airbox for that red buggy we just looked at. This is an engine I was playing around with. Still haven't got it going, but it is done. Sent this off to CW Racing as well. He got it all back together for me. Now I just have to like get off my lazy butt and get it going. But I might put the CR500 engine in here, or I may take the one that I'm gonna have him put his big bore kit in and put it back in here. This is the pipe for it. It's one rather large combustion chamber. There. Here's this blue and yellow one, which I picked up out of Temecula. The engine was wiped out. Has some great port work on it, but everything on it is so one-off, it's just a total mess. Oh, there's another air cleaner setup. But the old engine, that guy right there, had some serious port work done to it. They also took the crank out and welded it, but the crank is cracked all the way through, and the welds actually spun on the crank. And then on top of that, the crankshaft on that was modified to fit a Polaris clutch. Because the TRA clutches are so huge, you have almost no room between, well, to fit down in there, or to fit same spot over here, to fit here. The Polaris clutches do a better job. I don't think the TRA clutch would clear the pipe. That's the problem I'm having with that one. The blue and yellow one actually has a larger rack and pinion. Different steering setup. Like I said, control arms are the same. This one ran a 583 Rotax. That one runs a 500 Polaris. Here's my Briggs car. It's really cool. I had that hood on it, which if you could get the paint off of that, would be the correct hood for this car here. If you notice, it's orange across the bottom, but it's like, I don't know, that funky pink across the front. So those body panels are for this vehicle, Reniawana. But this hood is off of Mears, the Mears son that drove for them. But this car came as a roller from Peter K in California, along with another one. I traded the other car to do some metal work on that one, and to get a tank and a pipe and an engine installed in this one. This is my other Triple E, which is just kind of kicking it right now because we're still waiting on, shocks. Going on like 3 years now. It's unreal. But not much I can do. Some tires, some body panels. For the time being, this buggy is going to be the parts buggy for that one. So I have a whole bunch of extra parts. And I'm going to need them because it's probably going to take both of these buggies to get one that is actually reliable. People just drove this crap into the ground and then they sell it for some obnoxious amount of money. It's ridiculous. And then idiots like me pay it. So hey, it's all good. Oh, there's the hood for that one. The roof, I have the side panels, up there. Like I said, this buggy is done and running. There's the engine compartment. I'll never build another one like this again. Too much money. Never even get close to anything like that out of it. This is the one I had Rusty put the 583 in. So it's running a Rotax in the Briggs buggy, which is super nice. And then this is the one that I picked up from David Mills, otherwise known as Turbo, on the Pilot Audi forum, which I guess is down again. Who knows what Hoser's over there doing. But this one runs a Polaris engine as well, a 500. This is more along the lines of like a Polaris Indy, where that one is a Polaris Liberty. So Fuji made that engine. I forget who made this one. This one has more horsepower though. This one is upwards of low 90s, kind of like a Rotax. And that one is upward in the higher 70s. So again, my goal this year is to try and get some of this crap running and going and actually using it. It'd be nice to retire, but I'm too far away from that. This would be the cool one to build. The frame's in better shape, but there's so many things that I still have to get done. Finding a clutch that'll fit around the pipes. Yeah, this one's just more complete. That's why we're going with this one. Maybe if it works out well, sooner or later we'll swap everything over. But this is all my junk. Hey everybody, have a happy new year.